I just bought the most random box of video games I think I've ever seen in my life off of Facebook Marketplace. I bought this whole bin for $250, and there's games in here spanning all the way back from the Atari all the way up to the Xbox Series X. And I tried to like ask him ahead of time, like, are there GameCube games? Like, what kind of stuff is there? He goes, oh, you just gotta come check it out. So I said, all right, I'll bite. It just seems too wacky and weird not to go see. I did get to kind of check it all out in person. I did pay him the $250. So in this video, we're gonna find out, did I get scammed? And I'm just gonna grab stuff that's sitting on the top. First off, we have Super Pitfall for the NES. This is the only NES game. I tried asking him like where all this stuff came from. His story wasn't making a whole lot of sense. I met him at a storage unit, and it just kind of sounded like it was stuff that he collected over time. Seemed like a little bit of a hoarder. He had all sorts of stuff in these storage units. He had multiple of them. But yeah, Super Pitfall, I've actually played this at some point in my life. I think I had like one of those plug and play cheap systems from like Walmart at like my grandpa's TV or something I'd play this on. I mean, it's just like a little 2D platformer where you try not to get eaten by snakes and fall down holes and stuff. I don't have an NES. I don't have any way of testing this to potentially sell it. Looks like it goes for $12 on average on eBay, but since I can't test it, I probably won't sell it on eBay. I'll probably just give it to GameStop since they give a whopping $4.40. So far, we're guaranteed to have gotten $4.40 in GameStop credit. Hooray. Only $246 more to go. All right, next up we have something which was really what piqued my interest and what really made me want to go pick up this deal. And that's this silver GameCube with a black Game Boy player on the bottom. Now the GameCube is probably my favorite console of all time. I don't say that confidently, but like if you were to put a gun up to my head and like ask me what my favorite console was, it's probably the GameCube. Just because, to me, I've gotten the most play out of my childhood GameCube throughout the years compared to any other console. And yeah, I was really excited that this one has a Game Boy player. I actually already have one, but in terms of like the value of the lot, I just knew that this would help drive it up, especially if it has the actual disc to make the Game Boy player run, because unfortunately this is useless unless you have the disc. I have my personal one right here. Pretty cool, although kind of silly that they made it so you had to have this disc to make it work. And I don't know why, I guess it seems like a lot of people have lost the disc over time, which makes this a lot more valuable than the actual player. So you can see it right here, the actual player itself goes for $60. The disc goes for $155. So I kind of took the gamble. I said, all right, if he's got the player, hopefully he's got the disc. But spoiler alert, there's no Game Boy player disc. It's just the Game Boy player. But one of my favorite parts about buying consoles is opening it up and seeing what's inside. Who knows what it could be? It could be Pokemon Coliseum, a very valuable game. It could be something I've been wanting, like Wario World. Let's find out. Pac-Man Fever. With no case and manual, we're looking at $8. Doesn't even look like GameStop takes it. They even know that that disc isn't worth anything. But I mean, hey, if we sell the Game Boy player on its own, the actual Platinum GameCube, and it is the DOL 001 version, which lets you output in a better resolution if you have the right cords. So it is kind of cool that it's the more sought after model. But the real moment of truth, does it even freaking work? I have my setup here. Here's my Elgato capture card. I'm gonna press the power button and hope to God we see Pac-Man Fever come up. Oh boy, I'm gonna be sick. I didn't hear anything from my speakers. Oh, my speakers are off. Why is nothing coming out? It's spinning. Why is nothing coming out? Oh God. Okay, crisis averted. It works. It works beautifully. It actually works better than my personal GameCube because the battery still works. Like when you boot it up, you get the actual beautiful GameCube startup. The that. Unlike mine, which has a dead battery, so it just pops up. It skips the intro and just tells me the battery's dead. It annoys me. So I don't know. I'll probably still sell it, but I'm kind of tempted to hold on to it. I'm not sure. I'm probably gonna sell it, but regardless, this is a huge W. So again, looking at our little spreadsheet here, I had to buy an AV cord, which is $6. But when you do all the math, our total in price charting is $184. Again, if I tried to sell all this, I would not be making that much with fees and stuff, but hey, makes me feel a little bit better that it all works. Everything's good. That was honestly a little bit stressful, so we're gonna take a quick little pivot away from the haul to open a package to do a little bit of de-stressing, because I know this package is gonna be good. This came from eBay, and I know what's in it, and it is packaged a lot more than I would have expected from what's actually inside. There is a box in this bubble wrap. Oh, it's a nice little box. I can do a little grand reveal here. And, oh, wow, this is some fancy packaging. All for this. Ta-da! It's a manual, hopefully original. It seems to be. Yeah, I think it is. It's a manual for Eternal Darkness. I haven't played it yet. I think I might wait till this year's Halloween to play it, but this is one I'd been really wanting to play. And I got a pretty good deal on this one that didn't have the manual in it. It has all the other inserts. Now we're gonna slide this in. And oh man, now we have a complete in-box Eternal Darkness. That just feels good. Feels good to slide that in there and have this complete in-box. Even though it has all of these crazy stickers, which I probably should remove, but I just think it's wild because it has this sticker from Game Crazy that at one point you could buy it for $10. Then somebody at one point bought this from GameStop for $15 because it is definitely not worth $15 now. This is an expensive one. A horror game for the GameCube that's never been ported anywhere else that was released by Nintendo. So hopefully one of these days I'll have some time to pick up and play this. I got this for a good price. I got the manual for like 10 bucks altogether. It's worth a lot more than I paid, so pretty cool little collection piece. Happy to have it. Maybe at some point I'll take off the stickers, but I just think it's a cool little piece of history that we used to have it pretty good before all this crap got so expensive. All right, back to the box of goodies, because the one thing I was really hoping from this box was some GameCube games, because that's one of my favorite consoles to collect for. And if I wanted to resell that GameCube, it always helps to include actual games with it to put like a bundle deal together. So I have a huge stack of games here that are not GameCube games. There's no Xbox in this box. There's another console. There's not an Xbox. I'm just so flabbergasted by this box of stuff. A box of original Xbox games. Oh, but don't worry, we have a current gen game, NBA 2K21. I'm not even gonna bother to price check this because someone would have to pay me to take this off my hands because sports games, especially older ones, aren't worth anything. So I'll probably just be stuck with that. There are a lot of wrestling games in this box. WrestleMania 21. At least the disc is in good shape, so I can hopefully sell it since I can't test it. I think I might just rapid fire this. We got Dead to Rights, another wrestling game. We have Raw 2, NFL Fever 2003. I'm sure that's also worth nothing. Just Raw, so we got the prequel to Raw 2. This is actually a cool one, Burnout Takedown 3. I have this on the PS2, but I think this copy works on the 360. So this is something I might hold on to, but at least it has good value. And this is honestly a pretty cool game to have. We have the sequel to Dead to Rights 2. I don't know anything about these games at all. Wolverine's Revenge. I think I played this game on the GameCube at one point and it wasn't very good. Soul Calibur 2. This is actually a pretty cool one, but I have it on the GameCube, which you can play as Link, so I have no use for this. Max Payne, this is actually kind of cool. Fun fact, if you have an Xbox Series X, this is backwards compatible. And I have the greatest hits version, so I think I might keep this one and get rid of the greatest hits version. So, I mean, there we go. At least I'm finally keeping something out of this stack. Capcom Classics Collection. I'll have to see if this one's backwards compatible too, because that actually is kind of interesting to be able to play these games on a modern console. 22 games in one. I always love these compilation games, so that's pretty cool. Mortal Kombat Deadly Alliance, another honestly pretty cool title. Got the disc and the manual inside. Disc is in good condition. Let's see, I'm curious if these are backwards compatible. Okay, not backwards compatible, and also not backwards compatible. God, it's so annoying that the list is so specific. But hey, at least we have a copy of Halo Reach, which I have, and mostly everybody just plays the Master Chief Collection anyway, so this is useless. Even just one GameCube game I think I would have rather had than all of that stuff. And then Midnight Club 2. Which is also not backwards compatible on any modern consoles. I don't know anything about this game either. Is this game cool? I think I have an original Xbox at my parents' house, but I don't have it here. And I don't really want to keep any of this stuff anyway, so let me know if this game is cool, but otherwise, might just be trying to sell all that stuff. Okay, and I just price checked them all because I wasn't going to just flash every single one on there. It was interesting. The wrestling games have a little bit of value. These two have decent value. And this Dead to Rights is actually backwards compatible on Xbox Series X, even though Dead to Rights 2 is not. Make that make sense. But yeah, I don't know. I just highly doubt I would really be able to sell all of these for the price charting. So I put a conservative 30 bucks. I feel like I could maybe get rid of them for that or trade them in somewhere. I don't know. I just don't feel like I'd get the whole price charting. I know I said I was going to price chart all these and add them up, but I don't feel like doing that. I just want to get through the rest of this. So we're putting 30 bucks. That brings our value to 215. We're almost there. So maybe we didn't get scammed after all, but let's keep going because we got more randomness. Super Mario World. What's this doing here? I don't know, but it's in there. We have NES, SNES, no 64 or GameCube, the two games for consoles I would have wanted. We got Super Mario World. Does it work? I have no idea. I don't have an SNES. It's rattling a little bit. Is that bad? I don't know. I don't know anything about SNES games. It is price charted for 18 bucks, but I wouldn't be able to sell it for that since I can't test it. I don't know if GameStop updated their site in between the last time I recorded, but it looks different. But they give almost $9 for it, so I'll probably just give it to GameStop. That way I don't have to worry about selling it on eBay or testing it or any of that, because they'll just take it. They don't test it, so that works for me. We're gonna put $8, and we're at $222. All right, this is looking a little bit better. But it's only gonna get weirder, because you see this? This is a stack of Atari games. Now, at least I know a little bit about the NES and SNES, or anything about any of these Atari games. We got 3 telegames. Does this work with the Atari from Sears? It says the word Atari on it. I'm gonna assume so. I've actually played this, Q*bert. I've played this on an arcade machine. This one has seen better days. Not sure what happened to poor Q*bert, but RIP. We have Lock and Chase, Demons to Diamonds, Star Voyager, Skiing. That sounds like a fun one, skiing. Look at the ray tracing graphics. You're gonna need a heavy rig to run those graphics. We got Street Racer and Laser Gates. And you know what? None of these are really worth much except this one, Laser Gates. Looks like it has value. I might be able to sell this. It's been sold for. This one's 120. What about untested? Untested 30. If I lump them all together, I don't know. I could take 30 bucks for all this. I'd be happy with that. Atari, stack. We'll put 30 bucks and boom. We still got more to go, but we've met our 250. We got our money's worth. We didn't get scammed. Although that guy, I'd be happy getting 250 over that guy for all this. I got to do all this work to put all this stuff on eBay. He got a good deal out of me, but hey, whatever. That's just how it goes sometimes. Here's an easy one. There's one PS2 game, well, 2 PS2 games. This is the only one worth anything. Matrix, Path and Neo. Price charge for 30 bucks. I'm just gonna put 15. After I sell it with eBay and fees, I'm not gonna get that much back. So boom. Now we're at 267. It's actually a pretty nice copy. I would possibly hold on to this, but I have enough PS2 games I haven't played. I don't really care about this game, so I'm just gonna sell it. But kind of cool how, like, shiny the case is. It even says Shiny Entertainment on the box. So yeah, cool game. Let me know if you played this one, but I'm probably just gonna sell it. I'm not even gonna add this on our chart. Tiger Woods PGA Tour sports game. They're not worth anything. I would never be able to sell this. Same with Madden 12 for the PS3, the only PS3 game in this bin. And a DVD, a WWE DVD, Tables, Ladders, Chairs, 2009. This box just gets weirder and weirder. There's some PC games. Quite literally, we have games for Windows 95. Fleet Defender. What is this stuff? We have somebody's 1992 taxes on a floppy disk. I hear this one goes crazy. Maurice Ashley teaches chess, absolute grail. Mavis Beacon teaches typing, another floppy disk with God knows what on it. This is actually kind of cool. It's a clean copy of Star Trek Klingon. Runs on the Windows 95. I don't know if I have that futuristic technology to run this. Oh, we also had Dark Cavern for the Atari. How could I forget that? But we have our final stack of games here. Again, I was hoping for GameCube. I would have even been happy with Wii. But no, we have Sega Genesis. Again, no Sega Genesis console. There is one more console in here. but it's not the Sega Genesis. I don't think I'll ever buy a lot of anything this weird ever again. This is a once in a lifetime opportunity here. But we're gonna take this copy of Miss Pac-Man and I'm gonna plug it into this very bizarre Sega Classics machine that I have. This is working on my capture card, but like you can see it, like it's one of those like things you find at like Walmart back in the day that have a bunch of games preloaded onto it with this Bluetooth controller. I mean, it's kind of cool. It has like Mortal Kombat, Sonic, so this thing is pretty neat. But apparently it can read cartridges. So I'm gonna take this copy of Miss Pac-Man and see if it works, because I have absolutely no idea. See, it has a little slot, it fits in, I think. Maybe not. It's in there. Let's see what happens. Oh my God, it works. So we can actually test these games. Let's go. I can't believe this works. I'm actually kind of hype about that, if I'm being honest. Oh, now this is gaming right here. It was all worth it, everyone. This controller was always very difficult. You have to point it right at the machine or it doesn't pick it up. All right, but let's go down the rest of the stack and I'm gonna test them on the side. We have Arcade Classics featuring Centipede and Missile Command. Goes for $5. A very well-loved copy of Taz. Goes for $10, moving up in life. But this is where it gets a little interesting. We have Ariel, the Little Mermaid. Disney stuff always holds a little bit of value. We got almost $9 on that one, not bad. Maybe in a lot with the rest of the stuff, we could get some money. We have World of Illusion, starring Disney's Mickey Mouse and Donald Duck. What a mouthful. As you can see, we moved up a little bit there. $15 loose. Not bad, especially again, we put all these in a lot. Can maybe get some money back, but we saved the best for last. The Flintstones. Look at that. $65 just for this little guy. Although kind of crazy because when you scroll down, like price charting thing is not working very well. It's including, oh no, this one sold for $65. That's what we got in our hands right now. So let's just put the other ones at 30. Let's put Flintstones at 50. Now we're looking at 347. I think we can officially say I did not get scammed as long as I put some work into selling this stuff. But the true test, I'm doing this live on video. Does the freaking Flintstones game work? Can I officially list this on eBay? If I can get this thing out of here. God, it's hard to get these games out of this thing. And like, I can't get the Miss Pac-Man out. Is there an eject button? What is happening? It is stuck in there. I'm actually kind of nervous because I can't get this out no matter what I do. All right, I'm just gonna have to pull it. Hopefully I don't break something. Oh, Jesus. Good God. Oh yeah, it's because the connector is like a little messed up. That makes me nervous to actually put this in here. We're gonna risk it for the biscuit. I'm putting in the game. Oh God, this is making me nervous. That's not good. Well, it tried. Okay, I cleaned up the contacts. It was pretty dusty in there. One more time, here we go. Maybe it'd be better if I don't hold it in my hand. Let it rattle around. Just doesn't want to cut on. Let's try another game. We'll try the Mickey's World of Illusion. It's not even picking that one up. How about Ariel and the Little Mermaid? I don't know, it only seems to like Pac-Man, so I don't know. Worst case scenario, I can just list these all as untested. I don't want to potentially mess something up by continuing, so kind of a bummer that I couldn't just confirm it. So we'll just put Sega Stack, $40. Maybe I can find someone with a real Sega Genesis, but we're looking at 387 now. There's also a very destroyed, what is this, left Joy-Con for the Switch? Highly doubt this works, and it's so gross I would not want to try to charge it on my Switch. This sneaky has some value. This little like slip covers for the Game Boy Micro. Like here's a sold listing right here. They got $40 and it was missing one of them. I got all of them, so I don't know, maybe we can make, let's say $30. And then last but not least, this video is probably a little too long, so I'm gonna speed through this. We got a PlayStation 2 Slim model with another wrestling game, SmackDown vs. Raw 2010, disc only. It's crazy how these SmackDown wrestling games actually have some value. I should probably play one of them, considering it seems people still like them. I've just never cared about wrestling. But price charts for $11. GameStop even takes it for $4, so hey, probably some more GameStop credit there. We'll give it $4. Okay, here we go. I got it hooked up on my lap because all this crap is now on my desk and I've run out of space. Here we go. We're gonna press the power button. Disc is spinning. I hear noise. Oh, thank God it works. It works immediately. Now let's see if this SmackDown game pops up, because that would tell me if the disc reader's working. The guy claimed he had actually been playing this a little bit. Oh, thank God. Come on, just give me the game now. Oh, there's the game. with 2 loading screens. Why is that happening? Is it supposed to look like that? No, it's not. Why is this happening? What is happening? Oh, it's because the display cable is broken. Why? The GameCube had no display cable, and this display cable is broken. Let's go, John Cena! Okay, so I was editing this video, and I realized I'm stupid, and I just had 2 windows of my capture card open on OBS, so I just had to hide this one. And there's nothing wrong with the PS2 Slim. It works perfectly. And I think I unfortunately have to mute this beautiful John Cena music because it's copyrighted, but this game looks kind of hype. Figured I'd play one of the wrestling games since there was so many of them in this lot. Oh God, here we go, get him! Yeah, punch him. I clearly will have no idea. Oh, got him! Oh! Okay, never mind. This lot was definitely worth it. This game's kind of hype. Uh-oh, here comes Cody Rhodes into the ring. This game actually looks really good, too. Like, it does not feel like I'm playing a PS2 game right now. Uh-oh, put me down. No, oh God. We're not really wrestling, we're more just kind of punching each other. Oh God, no. Oh God. Oh, finisher, let's go. Oh, throw him out the ring, yeah! So in total, if the stars align and I actually get the money that they're worth, which I highly doubt I will, the total is $441. So I paid $250 and potentially looking at $191 in profit. So I think I can officially say I did not get scammed. Woo! Although, good God, to sell this stuff is gonna require way too much work. And honestly, if I were that guy, I'd be very happy getting $250 for that stuff. That was a good price for him. He seemed like a guy that had come on hard times. He said he'd been through a divorce, and like I said, he had all these storage units. He said he was worried about paying the rent for them, so whatever. $250, good price for him, not a bad price for me. And I've already edited most of this video, and I realized I talked way too much about the value of all this stuff and not about the actual games itself. So I apologize for that, because I definitely like it when I'm watching a video like this to hear about the actual games and not just the value of them, since video games are meant to be played, not just collected and hoarded. I do consider myself a collector. I do have a nice collection of GameCube and Wii, PS2, Wii U, PS3. It just happened to be that the stuff I got wasn't really anything I'm really looking for, so that was unfortunate. Because the reason I like buying lots like this off of Facebook Marketplace is I like to keep some of the stuff and sell the stuff I don't want, and potentially get the stuff I keep for free. And unfortunately, since I didn't really know a whole lot about the games, that's why I kept talking about the prices a lot. I still love physical video games. I consider each and every game to be a part of history. Although I guess I did technically get a GameCube game with Pac-Man Fever. I was just hoping to get some GameCube games to add to my collection, but I am still tempted to hold on to this GameCube, so maybe I'll try to sell the rest of the stuff and see if maybe I can keep this GameCube for free. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see if I can actually pull that off. And I did look a little bit into Dead to Rights. Again, this is something I could play on my Xbox One and an Xbox Series X if I eventually get one. So this is kind of cool. I think I will keep it. And it actually seems like it's similar to Max Payne, another game I've been wanting to play. Both of these games, from my research, seem to be pretty fun. You play as cops fighting bad guys with explosions and action and all that good stuff. So still 2 pretty cool games to have, although they weren't worth paying $250 for. And I'll probably get rid of my Platinum Hits version of Max Payne and keep the black label. So again, you know, kind of cool. At least I will be keeping some of this stuff. Oh, and this game was made by Remedy as well, who made Alan Wake and Control, 2 of my favorite games of all time. So it will be pretty cool to eventually go back and play one of their original games with Max Payne. And I also completely forgot I actually have Dead to Rights Retribution, because I found it at a Goodwill and I thought it looked cool. So yeah, maybe I can play this one, Unfortunately, I don't have an original Xbox to play the second one, since again, that one's not backwards compatible, but whatever. And I'm still not entirely sure, but I'm tempted to keep the Xbox version of Burnout 3 instead of this PS2 one and maybe sell this one, since I can play this one on my 360, and I think it might run a little bit better. So I don't know, maybe I'll compare the 2 and decide, but again, still at least a cool one that I might potentially keep. But yeah, and then these 2 were obviously the heavy hitters. I wish I had an Atari and a Sega Genesis to want to hold on to these, but I already have enough consoles. I don't want any more. I'd rather just get the money for these I mean, the Flintstones does look pretty cool. It's just a 2D side-scroller platformer where you play as Fred Flintstone and beat stuff with your club. I mean, it looks like it could be cool, but again, I just don't have a Sega Genesis. And after doing some research on this little like classic console I have, I don't think it actually plays all carts. It just plays some of them. So I think that's why it wasn't working. So this still could be a working cart. I have no idea how to figure that out right now. And I looked at footage of this game Laser Gates, and it looks like you just play as like a little airplane and go through a tunnel and shoot stuff and dodge things. I don't know, it looks like it could be fun, but again, I'm not about to buy an Atari. No idea why this is worth so much money. It must just be kind of rare or something. I'm not sure, but it's still pretty cool that at one point I have held these two in my hands. I looked at them, I admired them, but now I'm gonna sell them. And even stuff like Super Mario World, I've talked about it before. It would be cool to own a Super Nintendo. I've played this game a little bit like as a kid, but if I ever play it again, I just want to play it on my 3DS on my couch. It's easy. All this stuff I'd rather just emulate at this point. So that'll end the video here. Let me know if you've played any of these games I picked up or if you would have kept any of them. I always love chatting to people in the comments about this stuff. So yeah, just let me know. The next time I do a haul video like this, I'll make sure I talk about the games more. I actually already have one planned. I have a box of games in this box of puppy pads. Because I spent a day with my father-in-law here in my hometown going to thrift stores and finding stuff. And those games I bought, I actually like want to play first and then talk about. So look out for that in a future video. But otherwise, if you enjoyed this video, like, comment, subscribe, click buttons, all that good stuff. ScootTube out.